Hello and welcome to your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 10th of July, 2015, as the moon will be making its way through the early half of the sign of Taurus while transiting the nakshatra of Bharani. You know, it's never pleasant to have to convince yourself that you have the strength and confidence to make a change. Ultimately, you want to just naturally feel that. You don't want to have to convince yourself, because if you're having to convince yourself, well, that means that there's insecurity that's there. Where there's insecurity, there's low self-esteem. Quite often where that low self-esteem is present, there's also a certain level of frustration at your inability to move forward. And then we end up kind of creating a rod for our own back and end up getting nowhere because, well, we feel afraid, we feel apprehensive, and we just feel downright annoyed and frustrated, right? And so then it's kind of proven to ourselves that we don't have the strength, or do we? And that's perhaps where you need to take a look at how hard you're actually being on yourself. Look at what you've recently accomplished. Look at how far you have come, not how short you are falling of the mark, because really, ultimately, you're not falling short of the mark. It's just that you might be wanting something to happen in a manner that is quicker than it actually has the capacity to happen. You're ready to move on from a difficult phase of your existence and open a new chapter of your life. And in time, you actually will. But that's the key word here, in time. Letting go doesn't always happen all at once. It's sometimes a very long and arduous process. It's sometimes a quick process, and it ultimately just depends on what type of situation that you're dealing with. And I'm by no means saying that, you know, the process that you're getting ready to try to end is something that's going to take a long time, because actually it's not. And if you want to speed the process up a little bit, it's not that you actually need to be harder on yourself and push for a quicker solution. It's actually that you need to take it easier on yourself, not be so hard on yourself and give yourself a hard time that you haven't actually been able to complete something so far. Instead, recognize that you've done quite a lot of work towards your goal, and know that in time, when the fruit is ready to ripen, it will just naturally fall off the tree. A door is soon going to close for you, and another one will soon open, but it needs to happen at the right moment. In talking a little more deeply about Bharani Nakshatra, Bharani is associated with Yama. Yama is the god of death. He ushers souls from one phase of their existence into a new phase of their existence. He carries souls from this realm into the afterlife. During the afterlife, the soul has an opportunity to reflect back upon this life and let go of those things that need to be let go of, so that the next lifetime can begin. And thus, that is why you're finding yourself in such a process today. The lunar tithi today is Krishna Dasami. Krishna Dashami, I should say. Got a bit tongue-twisted there. With this energy, a way forward can be found, but you need to be gentler and recognize that you're taking the right steps. Confidence comes through being gentle on yourself, not by trying to bolster up your strength. The solar lunar yoga today is Shula. Shula means spike. So build upon your previous gains. Be firm in the moment, but also flexible enough to recognize that you might have to adjust over time. A very, very deep chapter of your life, one that particularly may have had a lot of difficulty and challenges connected with it, is getting ready to come to a close. And ushering in the next one, well, there may be further challenges, but the new place that you're heading to is much better, much more brilliant, and much more beneficial for you as an individual. I wanted to mention that I offer a vast range of astrological services to help you with your particular situation. There's a link further down in the left-hand corner of this YouTube video. If you wish to click on it, that'll take you to my astrological services page. Just to mention as well, I am holding a foundation level Vedic astrology course by webinar that starts on the 2nd of August. This is being offered on a pay what you can afford basis. If you're interested, there's a link further down in the right hand corner of this YouTube video that'll take you to the contact page of my website where you can send me an email and I'll give you further details. Remember, the Nakshatra course with fellow astrologer Ryan Korzak is going to be available this autumn. We're presently working on that course. So you can look for that to be released later on in the year. That's going to do it for your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 10th of July, 2015. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.